All right, I want to do just a quick couple examples of these current carrying wires and the magnetic fields around them. So we have a wire. Let's say that the current is traveling to the left. Remember, current can be represented with the symbol I. And when I think about the magnetic field wrapping around the current, what's going to be important to think about is how that can influence other things around it. We'll learn about that next, but first we just need to be able to identify the magnetic field itself. So I take my right hand, always make sure you're using your right hand, not your left, and I'm going to put my thumb in the direction of the current. I'm going to wrap my fingers around that wire. Sometimes I even like to pretend that I have the wire here and physically wrap my fingers around that wire to help me visualize things. So the magnetic field can be going into or out of the page. And so when I look at this particular example here, and I wrap my hands around it, I see that on the top, above the wire, my hand is going into the page, and on below the wire, my hand is coming out of the page. So I could kind of almost draw it like this. Oops. Now, those symbols, though, are not really what we use in the physics world. Instead, we use X's to represent into the page and dots to represent out of the page. And again, all of this will more matter later when we start thinking about what happens to a particle when it goes near this wire, what happens when we put this wire in a big loop, or what happens when maybe two wires are just near each other.